Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we are looking at the memory game from Hasbro. This is the Despicable Me version, made in the USA with US and imported parts, aimed at ages 3 and up, 1 or more players. It's basically just a card memorization game. There's no reading required. There's 48 cards. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. This one came out in about 2013 or so, and it's the most current one I think they have. There might be a regular generic version, but this one's the movie tie-in, because Despicable Me is very popular with the Minions. Alright, so these come on cards, obviously, and they have the Minion eye there. Oop. This one's a little scuffed up. I don't like that. They pop out very easily, so these cardboard boxes are kind of okay. These are actually pretty decent quality. Here's what this sheet looks like. I don't know if these are in the proper spots or not, but you get the general idea. Alright, so we've got, what did I say, 48 cards? Yeah, 48 cards. And there's 2, 3, 4 sheets. So, 12 on each. And it's one set here with these two, and one set here with these two. So, pretty decent variation of cards, I guess. Tokens, whatever. We're going to call them cards because that's easier. So there's 24 different images total with 2 of each. So yeah, they popped out really easily, so you want to be a little careful about that. If you're buying it used, you'll want to make sure all the cards are there and just try and sort it out by the imagery, because it is going to matter that they're all there. As you can see on the back, they have the Minion eyeballs, because the Minions are real popular. So that's the side you'd have facing the player. So yeah, overall, this is a real short video. I'm sorry there's not much to the game. But it is, these are pretty nice. They're not as thick as I would like, but they never are really with the what we call normie games. Unless you're going to spend a lot of money, most games have pieces about the same quality as this. They're not real thick, and you'll even want to be a little careful popping them out like I'm doing. I'm not being terribly careful because I'm going to give this copy away to somebody. So yeah, it'd be fairly easy to tear the image on the front or the back, and I tried to show you the one that's a little banged up in the corner of the back. Probably isn't going to show up real well on the camera. Yeah, right here. This one was bent a little bit, just from being in the box from shipping. So it's pretty easy to bang them up. So you want to be a little careful popping them out, because it would be pretty easy to tear one or bend it. Something like that. You'll want to keep an eye on the kids playing too, make sure they're not trashing the cards, because I think that would be fairly easy to do with this one. I honestly would have rather preferred to pay a little bit more money for one that's like plastic pieces, but that's probably not realistic. If you're going to pick this up, like some of the other Hasbro games, I wouldn't pay more than $5 or $6 for it. It's probably not worth more than that. So this one I'd be a little bit more lenient with, because it is just a pretty simplistic game, and these are reasonably thick for what you're trying to do. And they make that neat clanking sound. So yeah, it's a pretty good stack of pieces. There's, like I said, there's 48 here, so you can have a pretty spaced out game. You could even separate it into like for younger kids, down to like just 2 sets, from 48 to 24, and do it that way. So yeah, pretty simplistic game. There's no instruction sheet though. I find that kind of weird. Not like it's hard to figure out what to do, but there's no instructions in here. So I find that odd that they don't give you at least an instruction sheet. It's actually printed on the box. So yeah, it's not hard to figure out how to play though. But yeah, that's what's inside the box for Despicable Me memory game from Hasbro. This is a movie tie-in, so if your kids are big fan of the Minions or Despicable Me, then this is probably something you'll want to check out. It probably won't be in stores for more than a few years. Either Hasbro will lose the license, let it go, or interest will fade, whatever comes first. So yeah, I don't really foresee this one being a huge collectible, but there probably will be some kind of collector market for it. There are completionists out there, and it will probably go up in price over time. So if you really want one of these, I would recommend checking it out. Well, it's fairly cheap, but like I said, as a gamer, I probably wouldn't spend more than about $5 on it. I don't think it's worth more than that. 6 maybe, but definitely not anywhere near the 7 or 8 they generally ask for this one. But that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.